Alright, what's up everybody? How you guys doing? We've got round 2 here of the weekly tournament, this time S- tier and below. And we see familiar gods from the lower tiers actually. Hale going with his classic Scylla, which he's gotten second a couple of times with, I believe. And then Squidhenge opting into the Thoth, which we've seen Cosmos play. With much success, actually much success against Hale specifically. So we'll see how Hale can adjust and see if Squid can bring that same kind of, fury that Cosmos's Thoth was able to. He's got a lot of pressure now. I'm here alone this time, unfortunately, because the game, we were having so many issues with finding a match for this one, and I was rushing into this game so quickly because I knew that it had started and it gave us missing cursor glitch that I didn't get back to a party with Maseratis. So instead of have us, be off sync, which is just like the worst thing to witness, I think. Viewers hate that. I hate it. I can't stand it when I hear casters that are just completely off like that, like literally off the timing and seeing things at different times. So yeah, I figured rather than that frustration, I just do this one on my own, and we get things going the normal way for the next one. And this will appease all the Moz haters too, right? You get someone just me, you get someone with Moz, right? Personally, I think Moz carries me in many areas. Really great dash forward there from Squid, though. Nice control he's been able to establish throughout this early here, and it's so important in this matchup because he needs to ensure that Scylla doesn't get comfortably to the late game. Scylla in the late with a lead or even at even is just such a monster. Get it? She's so potent, and it's something that you really can't afford to go against, even with something as strong as Thoth as well. You just don't want to risk it. And Thoth really has that pressure innately in his kit with such long distance poke and fantastic clear. Squid wasn't sure if he was going to be able to take down that red or not. Really smart of him to look back and ensure that Hale wasn't looking around the corner, because he could have easily just ulted that to steal it away or crushed it. Either one. Long range ability, does a ton of damage. Easy steals for Scylla in those positions. But Hale opts to just back up and finish up that bank cross. Squid going for a little bit of a uncharacteristic, or not uncharacteristic, but unlikely, unusual I'll go with. Many uns, but that was the right one. Yeah, unusual build here, given, the standard mage build these days. It doesn't look like it'll consist of a bank cross. We could see it might be right after this boots, he'll rush right into it. But generally rushing bank cross is the strongest thing to do right now on a lot of these mages with better poke and clear too. So interesting to see that he opts for the boots first instead. He does get the cooldown that he otherwise wouldn't get, and that is very strong. He might actually, I think that Cosmos didn't go it either, so he might actually just be going the same build that Cosmos went, but I can't remember his exact build, so I'm not going to call him a copycat. Oh. Nice shot from Hale. Squid able to react and get out of that crush just in time. Yeah, Hale showing quite a bit of proficiency on the Scylla. As I say that, of course, whiffs the point blank one there. Oh, this big damage, but he actually gets a return shot onto him. Oh no. He ages early though, and still not gonna find it though. What that Aegis allowed him to do was to get a little bit better grip on the situation, to get himself a little bit further out and have better eyes on where Squid's ult was gonna be. It's always better to be looking at that Thoth ult, but of course you don't want to just stand there grounded and backpedal looking at it, because then he could close the gap on you with the ult and make it easier for himself to hit it as well. But there, of course, he couldn't press forward, knowing that there was no that there was no room forward, given that the tower's there. So Hale had a good sense on that situation, able to get out despite the early ages. Nice crush, but a nicer stun. Look at that damage. Yes, In terms of mages, I mean, Thoth really isn't picked up much in Duel, but in terms of like the tourney mages for these particular tournaments, like A+ and below, I think Thoth is by far the premier one. He could even fit into S-. It's very possible. He just doesn't have, or he could even fit, I'm sorry, could even fit into A+. Could even fit into A-, or S- rather, but yeah, A+ would be his next direction. I have him in A right now. But, you know, of course, this is a tier list that goes on my own personal opinions, and we don't see that much Thoth. And I certainly don't play that much Thoth, so always something that's subject to change. I think that that's one really cool thing about these tournaments, too, is that you see a lot more of these gods that you otherwise wouldn't see. I mean, that's half the point, so I shouldn't say it's one cool thing. It's hopefully the standout feature of them. But yeah, it's also really cool to see people not just going with their going up the tier list as I increase the gods that are available, or the amount of gods that are available. Oh wow, look at this damage. He's looking for the ultimate here. He Hail ults. Just scared him off though. He figured that was a big win for Squid. Forces out the Scylla ult. At this point, Scylla ult isn't high priority. In fact, I like to use it more so for even buff secure, like important red buffs that you're not otherwise going to be able to take. So it's not that bad that Hail lost that ult, but it's one less form of escape more than anything. Wow, look at the range on that dash. But a big miss there. Could have spelled trouble for Squid. Unfortunately, Hail misses that Sikkim. But yeah, like I was saying, it's cool to see people go more towards their own comfort gods that they feel that they can play, you know, to the best of their ability, instead of just going for what's the new accepted top tier for this particular tournament. Oh wow, that Sikkim just off the mark. Squid not able to find the kill off of these engagements though. Getting so much burst. Wow, that the range on that ability almost seems unfair when it's up against the early game of Scylla. It just has so little options, you know. If you're looking at this game objectively, you might be questioning, you know, like, why is Hail playing so passively? Like, why is he camping under the tower? That's absolutely what he has to do in this position because of the pressure that Squid's putting out on him and the nature of his own god. He needs to be able to get to a point where Scylla gets more viable and can actually take the 1v1 against Squid. Right now, his clear is not good enough to put up with that and put up with his poke. Because after he's cleared, he's got a whole nother set of abilities coming up to be able to take Hail down. Whereas Hail, you know, uses his cooldowns on one big, does hit him, and it's a big amount of damage. Oh, ages all of that out. Oh, what a smart ultimate from Hail, but just completely negated by Squid's aggression there. Nice Sunder. Love to see the Sunder still picked up here. Of course, with Bracer gone in this event. By the way, I guess I should lay out the rules. Again, I apologize for sometimes forgetting to do that. I always try to do it on the first round of the tournaments, but I think I might have missed it on this one. Bracer is banned this event, and Pancroft is allowed. Oh, no, I did say it. I remember now I did say it, but I'll outline it anyway. Yeah, Bracer banned. That's the only thing that's banned on its own. And then Frostbound plus Fatalis is banned. You can go either or. And Gem of ISO plus Fatalis is also banned, but you can go either or. So without the availability of the kind of, you know, instant pickup of Bracer, people have to reach a little bit deeper in their pockets and find, you know, better fits for their matchups. That won't be a problem in the next patch. regards to the ISO Talus, actually no, ISO Talus will still be the same thing, or Gem Talus, whichever you want to call it. But Frost Talus will be no more for the Hunters, given that they're removing ranged Fatalis. For physicals, at least. For magicals, there's like a ranged Fatalis Light, which gives you the what does it give you? Every 30 seconds, you have 4 seconds of Fatalis. So that's something. I'm not sure if that'll be the new standard. It's really hard to tell until you get there. But anyway, back to the match at hand. Still the same kind of game plan for both of these guys. Hale's late game, like I said, comes real late. You know, some characters we mentioned late game, and I really mean just like getting. Oh my God, I didn't even watch that because I didn't realize the glyph was there. I was like, what is he doing? But no, he actually had potential to hit him there. Yes, different gods. You know, late games come on later. Given like Scylla's not gonna be able to get the utmost farm, especially in a matchup like this. So that's why her late game will come along. Probably around like 20 minutes. Depends how long he's able to sustain himself up against Squid here. Great pickup for him though, finally getting a buff to his name in this blue buff. You know, other than his own blue. Always a good feeling when you're behind like that and you finally take that one small win. See Genji's guard picked up for Hale here. Gonna give him a lot of cooldown reduction, given that when he takes damage from magical abilities, cooldowns are reduced by 2. And that's every 30 seconds. He's got Shoes of Focus as well. Just like I said, going for that ultimate late game kind of build. And cooldown is so strong for the late game. Because that rotation of abilities is very important. There is no more one-shot potential in the late of Duel, because everyone builds into defense or health. Oh wow, he's just Squid was trying to just like kind of goof on him there by jumping in his face, outweighting the Sentinel. But Hale calling him out, standing his ground. That was sick to see. Hits him with a big Sikkim here. Oh, I hate when it does that, but at least it was Aegis out, so low impact ult anyway. Oh, this is gonna be bad. A good amount of damage. Hale's got a quick maneuver there. Oh, if he catches him with a Sikkim here, he's gonna have to. Yes, he does. Oh, what a great Aegis he's got him. Dead to rights here. Nice crush. Hale with a heads-up play. Very smart. He knew that Thoth absolutely has the range to chase him down there. There was no way he was gonna make it out, so he had to turn and fight. He was able to, and spills a big turnaround. Sorry, I'm mixing up my words today, you guys. It's one of those days. I saw Baby Driver, you guys. I was so disappointed. I don't care how much hate. Everybody's loving it, saying it's like the best movie ever, and it like redefines the action genre. It was just an action movie to me. The only thing that was really creative, imaginative, and sick about it was the music and the synchronization of like the fights and the music. Like that was really cool. Other than that, that movie was like almost completely baseless. Bleh. Would not have seen had it not had all that hype, and it definitely did not prove me wrong. But maybe it's just not my kind of thing. I mean, but I just don't get it. Like, it's good for an action movie. It definitely is. It's just like, it's just kind of like a, you know, a cheesy action movie. But anyway. I know, I'm the only person I've heard not like it too. Okay, so big ultimate here. Spells disaster for Squids. What I tell you, this man Hale was waiting for his late game, but now that it has come, he's just completely changed the pace of his game He's now the aggressor, waits for a little bit of commitment from Squid, and then decides to just completely all in. Yeah, it's working out terrifically for him, this build, which is so strange. I mean, I would never expect this on a Scylla. Usually Scylla goes for the stacks because she needs that kind of, you know, the best late game that she can get. But I think Hale recognized that if he went for stacking here, he wouldn't be able to get to late game. Squid would be able to just eat him alive as he's getting that Warlock Sash online, or that Thoth, which is so costly. And of course, you know, doesn't get the best out of it until full stack. Either, though it is relevant without stacks, of course. If he wasn't there the first time, that was weird, right, from Squid? I thought he was going to change the pattern of his ones there. But he shot all three in the same direction. But yeah, so Spear of the Magus is so strange to see on Scylla because... oh, look at this. Like I said about aggression. This guy's hitting all of his Sickums. Uh-oh. That is a terrifying position, though. Squid, what a monster. Doesn't find the ult, though. Aegis late. He'll be able to take some shots onto the Phoenix, probably, if he chooses to. Or... oh, my God. That almost hit him. These are all going to hit him. He just... what? He just meted? I would have called cheating and thought that he bracered there. I completely forgot about med. I haven't seen it in so long in Duel. Ever since bracer, you know, there's just no reason. They have a much better meditation right there. But of course, without it being available in this tournament, Hale says, you know, we're going back to old school. By old school, I mean like beginning of Season 3, when it was actually very popular. I can't remember it being that popular before that in Season 2. Unless it was just me that wouldn't go it that much. I can't. There was a lot of hog. Both of these players just playing such sound games. It's incredible to see. A lot of accuracy on their gods. A lot of important things have been Aegis out. Oh, that's a big commitment from Hale, though. Oh, yeah, if Squid finds him, he's going to be in for a world of hurt, but it doesn't have the dash available, so we'll have to settle for this red buff. I'm sure he's not upset about that. That's a big power spike. So yeah, I'm wondering why the Spear of the Mag is here instead of Obsidian Shard, which is so... I was going to say canon for some reason. It's just so core on Scylla. So regularly picked up on her. It's just such an explosive item that, you know, benefits her in every way, especially with push potential where, you know, she doesn't have that much of it. But I guess it's because of Voidstone? The magical protection reduced by 20? Is that why? The interaction with those abilities. Yeah, that's almost definitely why, given that they both went Spear of the Magus with the Void. Oh, great dash! Wow. Actually, flips the script on that engagement entirely. Your day of judgment is nigh. Yeah, I think that would be the reason. In Squid's case, I think Spear of the Magus is actually his pickup because it works perfectly with Thoth's Glyph, from what I've heard. It makes a lot more sense in that case. For Scylla, yeah, that's the only question mark for me. I wonder if Hale will go for the Obsidian. Oh, wow. Big damage, but he's got the 3 already set up. Hale always covering his bases. Got his escape planned out. Another thing that's certainly hurting Squid in this situation is not having a pure defense. I'm going to steal from Jabber in chat. It's not having a pure defense item. We've talked about this a lot. You can't just rely on these sort of hybrid items to get through the rest of the game. You know, once you get to that mid to late game point, you need to get something substantial online. Especially in his case, I would think something with health. Oh, wow. Big damage again. A lot of poke, but that's the thing. It's mostly poke for Squid. He's not finding the kill secure in a lot of these situations. Oh, here he's... Oh, no. Still, that wasn't a tier 2 Sunder, I don't think. Oh, actually, it was. Might have been able to find the kill. Not positive. That is a really low Scylla. Squid going to try to take down this Phoenix right now. He has the position for it. Oh, no. He just dashed into the wall slightly and then missed his stun. But that ult is missed. Oh, wow. This only takes one more auto, though. Wait, was it 2? I think he hit him. Oh, he's missing everything here. Oh, my God. But he's... Both players were missing absolutely everything. Such a tense situation. Oh, my God. You see that that bug on Scylla's 1 that always freaks me out sometimes. But, yeah, man. Wow. 2 players who I was commending on playing this so smart and so proficiently through and through. Both just had an incredibly hard time hitting each other for that final kill opportunity. Because they both knew how much it meant, too. This is very late in now, you know? We're at 21 minutes. Had Squid hit that, he would have been able to take the Phoenix and possibly the game. He was, you know, he was sieging the Phoenix, had creep waves behind him, so it definitely could have spelled disaster for Hale. And that's a scary situation to be in when your back's against the wall for Hale like that. So he's missing everything, but Squid, on top of that, recognizes how much is at stake for himself. He needs to get these hits, and for that reason, it makes it all that much harder to hit them. Gets into his own head, ends up throwing it. But let's see how he can respond from this. It's hard to get around that sometimes. That mentality just stays with you, and as you can see, it definitely stayed with Squid. Just kind of put himself in a really bad spot. Didn't make sense to all in that position right there. He had time to try to plan things out a little bit better. I don't understand why Squid didn't go a Rod here. Oh, because I think he did go the exact Cosmos build. Or maybe at least some variation of it. Because he opts into the Chronos Pen instead of the Rod. Always confuses the hell out of me. He did finally get the full defense item, but it didn't matter once Hale Scylla was just barreling down the lane against him there. Hale takes it down. What a game. Really great showing from both players. Squid, don't let it sting. It sucks, man. I know, and that's the worst feeling when you have it in your clutches. GG. Very well done, Hale.